Hello and welcome to this Nigerian Academy of Culture production. My name is Julius Apoguma. As a matter of reality and as a matter of fact, human beings exist in peaceful means and of course in less peaceful means, which means that different cultures would have had one reason or the other to clash. They would have had many more reasons to cooperate. They had plenty other reasons to celebrate. And they would have had 1,000 more reasons to lay claims to land masses they would want to call their own place because of their distinctive nature. And now Nigeria has 36 states with a reflection of all of the ethnic groups in Nigeria. But why only 36? In the early days of independence, Nigeria has only 3 different administrative regions: the north, the east, the west. Now, after independence, remember I said there were lots of agitations, they wanted resource control, there were boundary disputes, there were more reasons to interact, and even more reasons to want to interact less with each other, you might say division. Nigeria started breaking into several states, but remained as a country, and the first states to be created in Nigeria were created in 1967, shortly after Nigeria became a republic in 1963. But what was the procedure that these states followed to becoming state? A notable author, Adeobayemi, in his book The Yoruba and Edo Speaking Peoples and Their Neighbors Before 1600, Adeobayemi noted that states are created or are formed following 2 processes. Now, the mini-states have a process which they followed, and the mega-state. What are these procedures? Now, the mini-states, according to the author, mini-states are those settlements or group of settlements without powerful royal dynasties, without major urban capitals, and much smaller population and territory. So those ethnic groups that exist in less dominant outlook, what you might choose to call the minorities, are the ones in the mini-state. But no emphasis is laid on what constitutes mega-states. But logically, we might just say the ones that have the opposite of all of these things the mini-states have are the mega-states. But then how were these states created? 4 propositions were put forward by Adeobayemi in his publication as to how states came about. And the first one is that mega-states influence the formation of mini-states, which means that mega-states exist on their own. The second one is that mini-states break away from these mega-states that existed on their own before. And the third one is that both groups are distinct political and social entities. The fourth one is that mega-state evolved from mini-state. In other words, that small states sometimes can choose to come together and become a mega-state. But in reality, governments can make pronouncements and then state can be created. But in Nigeria in 1967, 3 regional groups that used to be the administrative centers of Nigeria were dissolved and were replaced with 6 states. And what are the first 6 states that were created in Nigeria? They are Cross River State, Kaduna State, Kano State, Kwara State, River State, and Lagos State. And these states were created on the 27th of May 1967, which means that replacing the 3 administrative regions in Nigeria, we now have 6 states. And these states, except for Kano and Kaduna, are all below the Niger River. I think what I'm thinking, more states will have to be created because you cannot have the larger part of the country having just 2 states and the other parts having 4 states. So in addition to these 6 states, more states were created on the 3rd of February 1976. And these are Bauchi State, Benue State, Borno State, Imo State, Niger State, Ogun State, Ondo State, Oyo State, Plateau State, and Sokoto State. This brings the total number of states in Nigeria to 16. So from 6 states in 1967 and 9 years later in 1976, we now have 16 states in Nigeria. But that is not all. In 1987, September 23, Akwa Ibom and Katsina State were both created, which means that one state was added up north and another one down south to reflect the realities of governance and cultural differences that exist in Nigeria at this time. But that is not all. More states were created on the 27th of August in 1991, and these states are Abia State, Adamawa State, Anambra State, Delta State, Edo State, Enugu State, Jigawa State, Kebbi State, Kogi State, Osun State, Taraba State, and Yobe State. In the same year, 1991, precisely on the 12th of December, the Federal Capital Territory, the administrative center of Nigeria, was moved from Lagos to Abuja, which means that the capital of Nigeria was no longer Lagos, it now became Abuja. And on the 1st of October 1996, more states were created in addition to the first 6 and later 10, and 2 states added to those 16 states, becoming 18, and the 12 states added in 1991, which brings the total to 30. In 1996, 6 more were created the 1st of October, and these 6 states are Bayelsa, Ebonyi State, Ekiti State, Gombe State, Nasarawa State, and Zamfara State. That brings the total number of states in Nigeria to 36. Now, why were the number of states in Nigeria multiplying? It's a known fact. Those who fail to draw lessons from the events in history will likely repeat the same mistake. At one time or the other, there have been boundary disputes. This would lead to clashes, followed more often than not by bloodshed. Sometimes it is just agitations for resource control or the wanting of more resources allocated to a particular state. In some other cases, the realities that surround cultural differences are emphasized. But the most important underlying reason why these states were allowed to exist is the underlying fact that Nigeria remains a federation under one umbrella government. The underlying reason behind all of this state's creation is the fact that the issues of governance will be best resolved and the dividends of governance would yield the best outcomes if done by different regional governments. And that is why the name the Federal Republic of Nigeria still reflects, because a federation is a group of states coming together to form one country, having a central government and maintaining their own independence to an extent. So that's the idea behind the Federal Republic of Nigeria having 36 states, because each one thinks it is different and it can best govern itself in the way they think best for themselves, because they are a different set of persons and because they are unique and because they understand themselves more, but yet they remain a part of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And that is how Nigeria has 36 states.
It is a